So, Harry, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto was from the Joker Clan, part, I forgot, wait, part 4. I uploaded the third part like 2 weeks ago, so yeah, I've been doing What Ifs, so I did upload the April Fool's one, but I've been uploading like, uh, 3 What Ifs today, except for the April Fool's one that was just like pre-recorded, but yeah, because I had edited other things like that. Other than that, so yeah, let me not do a recap because I'm lazy as fuck, and go tell you to go subscribe to Anime Sensei, Iconic What Ifs, Obito What Ifs. Links will be in the description. Yeah, go check them out. Blah blah blah. Like I already said, not really need to keep saying that, right? Yeah, whatever. So we'll go into the last part where, well, I last left it off. So, they're actually going towards the Wave Country. Now, of course, Naruto, Junko, and Aizawa, who are actually on Team 14, with their sensei being Gojo, Kakashi's older cousin. Well, yeah, Kakashi's older cousin, yeah, so it's this one, right? So, of course, this is where, well, they get to the land waves, and of course, this is where, well, Kakashi's on like a water bubble, while his team contains of Sasuke Uchiha, Sasuke Haruno, and I don't remember who I actually put for the last person. Was it OC or was it... You won't screw it. It's an OC character that has bluish hair and kind of has black eyes, and she's an Uchiha, but at the same time, she's from a different clan at the same time. So her name is Umi Uchiha. So of course she's kind of telling Sasuke to fucking help her try to get their sensei out. Of course, is where when what's it called, Zabuza water clones were going after them. This is where, well, Gojo appears. Well, not Gojo appears. Mostly Naruto appears, pulls out a scythe and says, "Hello there, you weaklings. Let's play a game." Naruto just cut them all down. This is where, well, Umui kind of looks up, and she knows who this person, well, not knows who this person exactly is. She just sees this person. Sasuke knows who the fuck that is, and it says, "Naruto, why the fuck are you doing here?" Naruto says, "It's all an illusion, Uchiha. You're dreaming." This is where Junko says, "Shut up, Naruto. Stop trying to prank people half the time." Naruto says, "Aw, please, Junko, let me just do this. Just imagine that you're not. Imagine that I'm not here." Junko smacks him in the head and goes, Naruto goes, falls down on the ground. This is where I kind of smacked the sensei. God damn it. This is where Sasuke looks behind him and just sees Junko, and Junko kind of like threw something at Naruto mostly, and this is where Umui, not Umui, Ui, not Ui, what's her name? I forgot what. So Umi kind of just says, "Huh?" She looks behind and sees, well, one person that she knows, Junko. This is where Umi just says, "Junko?" Junko says, "Umi?" "Junko, Umi." So they both hug each other because they know each other from different class. Well, not different classrooms, from the same classroom, but yeah. Aizawa was just like, he just yawns and says, "What the fuck just happened?" This is where Kakashi and Zabuza are confused. Kakashi's confused who the hell these 3 kids are. He knows Naruto a little bit, but this is where, well, Zabuza says, "Whatever, I'll make more water." Before he can even do water clones, something hits him right in the gut. He spits out spit. This is where he doesn't let go of the water person until he then gets like roundhouse kicked to the side of the head where the water person was at. So yeah, it'd be facing the water person. Smashes him towards the tree. This is where, well, Kakashi, he gets out of the water present and coughed up water a little bit. And this is where Gojo says, "Hey, little cousin, so how you doing? You seem pretty fine, don't you think?" This is where, well, Kakashi looks up and says, "Gojo?" Gojo smiles at him and says, "Yo." This is where, well, Zabuza gets up from the tree and says, "What the hell?" He kind of rolls both of his eyes and says, "Why is there 2 Kakashis?" clones or clone. This is where Gojo and Kakashi looked at each other and says, "This man really thinking we're clones of it." I hate how everyone thinks I'm a fucking clone of you. This is where Kakashi says, "I mean, they're not. If you say they're not wrong, I'm about to punch in the head." Kakashi says, "No, no, no, never mind. No, no, no. They're wrong. They're really wrong." This is where, well, Gojo says, "Whatever. I'll deal with him." This is where, well, Gojo kind of appears right next to, well, Zabuza and says, "Curse energy red." Blasts Zabuza across multiple trees, while two people are widening their eyes, just like widening their eyes. These two people are two, well, of Zabuza's accomplice. This, well, the two people are, well, Haku, and the other one is Haki. So yeah, Haku's younger sister. So yeah. Of course, is where, well, they widened their eyes when they saw, well, the fact that Zabuza just got blown away by a Kakashi clone. Look. They say Kakashi clone. And this is where Gojo says, "I'm not a Kakashi clone." He sneezes because he just realized someone called him a Kakashi clone. He looks around and says, "What the hell?" This is where Kakashi says, "You sick, little there?" What's kind of little? He says, "You sick there, bro?" Or not bro, cousin. This is where Gojo says, "I thought I just realized someone called me a Kakashi clone. I really, really want to punch him now." This is where Kakashi says, "I mean, they're not." This is where Gojo appears and says, "If you say they're not wrong, there's a good chance this book right here." He pulls out one of the Make Out Paradise because, yes, he still kind of has it, and it was signed by Koyoki and other things. This is where Gojo says, "This premium latest book that was signed by the Snow Princess is going on flames." This is where Kakashi says, "Gojo, no, 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 Gojo, please, Gojo, no, 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 Gojo, please, have a heart." This is where Gojo says, "I never had a heart, idiot." At the same time, this is where Kakashi says, Gojo, come on, have a heart, give me the book, please." This is where Gojo says, "I'll give you the book when your birthday comes." This is where Kakashi realized, wait, my birthday's gonna be like, no, Gojo, no. He's right now freaking out because this book is actually gonna be one of the greatest books if he managed to get them from Gojo, and he realized that it's pretty much a terrible idea because Gojo is never gonna give him the book. So yeah, of course is where, well, Gojo is kind of giggling a little bit because he knows that what's it called, Kakashi is going to do everything in his power to get that book. And Gojo is kind of sighing the fact that his youngest, well, cousin is going to fucking do everything in his power to get this motherfucking book. But yeah. And of course, well, we go back into Junko and the others kind of like, well, Junko and Umi kind of just like are kind of talking to each other while Sasuke is kind of glaring at Naruto. Naruto has a glitter bomb and is ready to throw it at Sasuke, and Sasuke is ready to dodge. While Aizawa is kind of just next to the bridge builder, kind of yawning, and this is where Sasuke, she thinks that she can try to get, well, Sasuke's attention. This is where, well, Junko says, "So is that pink haired girl an attention, what's it called? Attention seeking whore or something?" Umi says, "Yeah, pretty much. Just don't annoy her that much. She's already an annoying bitch. She basically annoys my cousin half the time." So yeah, Sasuke and Umi are right now cousins, so yeah. That's where Sasuke says, "So, dope, why are you here?" Naruto says, "Oh, you call me the dope, emo duckling, but, you know, at least I'm not retarded half the time, so yeah." That's where Sasuke says, "Don't call my Sasuke-kun retarded. He's the most..." Naruto says, "Shut the fuck up." This is where Naruto throws a glitter bomb at what's called Sasuke, and Sasuke gets hit by the glitter bomb, and of course the glitter bomb explodes. So of course this is where Sasuke is just like, thank fucking god, she shuts up. Naruto says same. She's fucking annoying. So basically Aizawa had fucking earbuds on his like head, trying to fall asleep. Yeah, he's falling asleep like standing up. So I mean, yeah. This is where uh they kind of just look at what happened to Zabuza. Zabuza comes out and tries to fight Kakashi and Gojo. Gojo appears right in front of the Executioner Blade, and it doesn't hit Gojo, so of course Kakashi gets his chance and hits Kakashi. Well, not Gojo. Basically hits Zabuza right in the face. Of course, Gojo grabs a blade and like take it away from Zabuza, and they both kind of just combo the shit out of Zabuza, and Zabuza's on the ground. That's where Kakashi gets ready for Chidori and says Chidori, and that's where Gojo says, uh, Kakashi, no, don't do that. This is where Kakashi already ran towards what's called Zabuza to end its life until Hawking appears and says, I won't let you hurt him. It's where Zabuza says, no, Haki, no, Haki, move. This is where Kakashi couldn't stop his like arm from hitting what's called Haki in the heart. Haku was about to jump also to try to protect his sister until Naruto jumped in so fast in blinding speed, grabbing Kakashi from the arm, or tried to, from stopping from actually stabbing Haki in the heart. Instead, letting Kakashi's Chidori stab him in the heart. Almost close to the heart, Naruto managed to stop it. Naruto coughed up a little bit of blood. This is where Kakashi widened his eyes. Gojo widened his eyes, grabs Kakashi from the head and smashed him to the ground. Says, don't you dare touch my student. This is where Naruto falls over. And of course, Haken did grab him because she was kind of scared. She knew that her life was going to end there, but this boy kind of protected her for no reason. This is where, Zabuza says, but why? Gojo glares at him and says, why? I have no clue. Just give up. You're already outmatched. And also, that one over there, even if he tries to escape you know you will die. Just give up. This is such a waste of damn time. Kakashi's on the ground, kind of just knocked out because Gojo smashed him to the ground because Gojo was pissed. Naruto almost sacrificed his life for someone that he didn't even know. For some reason, Naruto moved on his own. The reason why is because there's still a little bit of Naruto being in there. This is where Junko almost got scared. She was like, Naruto. This is where Umi kind of looks at Junko and says, who is he? This is where Junko says, just someone of my teammate. This is where Aizawa was still sleeping. But Aizawa's, did open his eyes when he did see, Naruto almost get hit by the Chidori. But of course, it did kind of pierce Naruto, but of course the Chidori did get erased when Aizawa reacted fast enough and uses his eyes to cancel the Chidori. Yeah. This is where, Kakashi was widening his eyes and multiple things. So yeah, it was at Naruto, but also the Chidori disappearing. This is where Gojo stink up for Aizawa half the time. Now, of course, this is where, they get to, Tazuna's house. Now, of course, they're all there, and of course, it's kind of cramped a little bit, but yeah. This is where, Naruto's right now in the bed, kind of regeneration and all that, kind of regenerating from his kind of stabbing his wound a little bit. And Hawkins there kind of like apologizing to, Naruto for no reason, mostly because she was kind of scared and she can't really do anything. She was just like going to give up her life, but yeah. This is where Zabuza did scold her and kind of like never do that again, even if I'm on the ground and all that. This is where Haku also kind of just scolded her, but yeah. This is where Hawkins kind of next to Naruto's bed. Same with Junko because they were kind of scared. So yeah, of course, this is where Aizawa he was asleep the whole damn time, while Kakashi's knocked out and he's asleep. So yeah, also Gojo did kind of cover up his eye patch. So yeah, of course, this is where we go into a time skip of 2 days. Gojo decides to train Team 7 and how bad chakra control they have. First, he trains him in the tree walking, then water walking, and then decides to teach him in their element affinities. So yeah, he pulls out papers. He found out that Junko has like some affinities like fire and even what's called lightning and all that. And some water. So yeah, Junko has that affinities. I don't remember if I did the affinities, but yeah. Aizawa has the affinity of kind of darkness, fire, and what's it called? The last one kind of being water. I'm gonna say. No, wait, the fire. No, not the fire, but mostly water and wind. So yeah, which he knows that he kind of did train him in anyway, in their affinities. But yeah, because Aizawa he's smart enough to kind of know that his erasing abilities kind of sucks if he doesn't know speed and other things. So yeah. So of course Naruto's infinities, I'll get into that later because I don't think I really did tell them about the infinities. So of course Sasuke infinities are fire and lightning. Sasuke's are kind of earth and genjutsu and that's all. Well, she doesn't know she only has an infinity to genjutsu. Well, Gojo kind of just sees earth and just says, eh. Okay, well, she only has one. For being a civilian, she really just sucks at it. There's a the next person is, Umi. Umi kind of just, like, gets the paper. It kind of, like, wets a lot. It just turns into water a lot. And it was a high infinity and very potent infinity for water. This is where Gojo widened his eyes and kind of nodded. But of course, it then also crinkle up into lightning. So she has also a high infinity into lightning. And then the last bit kind of just was calm. The last what's it called infinity kind of just froze up. It was where Gojo says ice infinity. Interesting. Whatever. This is where Haku was out there kind of looking, and he kind of just like looked at Umi and kind of says, "Interesting, a nice infinity. I can help you with that." And this is where Gojo says, "Interesting. Yeah, he can probably help you with that." Um, Other than that, Sasuke Uchiha, you have a very powerful fire, infinity, and lightning, but isn't as potent as what's it called? Well, Umi as her lightning infinity. And of course, Sasuke, you only have fire, but not fire, earth, and I have no earth juices. Ask Kakashi when he wakes up. God. This is where Gojo barely uses any infinities, but he does train his students still. Because he knows how dangerous the world is. And he is quite annoyed that his cousin, his younger cousin, didn't train his students properly and almost kill his students without the proper training. He did ask Sasuke about what did Kakashi mostly train them in, and Sasuke kind of says that it was mostly, well, not Sasuke, Umi kind of says that it was mostly kind of teamwork. Gojo says, teamwork is good enough, but at the same time, it's useless against any strong ninja. If you don't have your abilities or any fire abilities, water abilities, or anything like that, it's pretty much useless with your teamwork. God, my cousin's such an idiot, Gojo said. This is where, Naruto, he kind of opened his eyes. Just like cracked them open, and this is where he's like, what happened? This is where Junko and Hawking hugs him. Junko wanted because she was scared, and of course, this is where Hawking was also scared, and this is where Junko says, "Never do that again." This is where Hawking says, "I'm sorry," This is where, well, Naruto says, ugh, what just happened? This is where, well, Junko just says, you idiot. You almost, like, let that kind of grayish hair bastard almost stab you. Luckily, Aizawa managed to erase his jutsu. This is where Naruto says, sorry. I just don't know why it kind of jumped in. This is where, well, Junko says, at least you're fine. This is where Haki says, I'm sorry. This is where Naruto says, sorry for what? This is where Junko says, you can stop saying sorry. This is where Haki says, okay. This is where, well, Naruto kind of just says, oh, I'm so tired. This is where Naruto was talking to the Nine Tails, and the Nine Tails did say, you idiot. Why the fuck did you jump in? Naruto says, I don't know. How the fuck should I know? This is where Kurama went into pervert mode and says, oh, is it because you're trying to, well, have multiple wives? Is that why? Naruto goes, yeah, I should probably just get back to my insane site. Man, when can I ever see my insane site, and why do I have to talk to you half the time? I think my insane site would actually give me more of an actual talk than having a perverse side like you do. He kind of screams at Kurama. Kurama says, oh, come on, kid. I'm just kind of making sure my host does have, well, proper treatment. That's where Naruto says, screw you, okay, bye. This is where Naruto disappears, but yeah. Still, Naruto says, yeah, I don't know. So, of course, they kind of train there. Of course, Zabuza does kind of train Mitsuka, Hakin to actually get her, like, ice ability stronger. But yeah. Of course, Junko does also get stronger and, well, and physically stronger and all that. While Naruto, he's still sleeping. Yeah. Of course, Kakashi wakes up, and of course, Gojo really want to punch him out and knock his lights out and make him go back to sleep. And Kakashi is scared. Why? And this is where Gojo says, first reason, you almost killed my student. If you killed my student, I would have took your head off. And definitely burn the Ichi Ichi Paradise to the ground right next to you. This is where Kakashi kind of widened his eyes. And he said, I'm sorry, I didn't. This is where Gojo says, shut up. Second of all, why is your team so goddamn bad? Did you not train them in their chakra infinities or even chakra control? This is where Kakashi says, oh, you see that, right? This is where Gojo says, there's a good chance there's a good chance my fist might go into your gut. This is where Kakashi says, wait, calm down. That's where, well, Gojo says, fine, I'll calm. This is where, well, Kakashi says, don't worry, I'll train them. This is where, well, not, what's it called, Naruto. Gojo says, fine, train the pink hair girl. She is the most useless, and I mean so damn useless in the goddamn team. I feel like Naruto's worst insane day can be better than her. This is where Kakashi says, oh. This is where Gojo says, Gojo says before he can even walk away, Kakashi. This is where Gojo says, you do know who his son, well, who is his father, right? This is where Kakashi says, no. I thought your sensei would know. Since, your sensei probably know his own son. This is where Kakashi widened his eyes and looks at Gojo, and Gojo was walking away. This is where Kakashi widened his eyes. He almost killed Minato's son. He is scared. He almost killed him. He felt bad. This is where Gojo says, whatever, stop feeling bad and get your ass back into the fucking helping your teammate. Your freaking student. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna help my own students. So, yeah. Of course, where, well, they go to the bridge builder and help him out. Yeah. Of course, Naruto doesn't wake up for like a couple more days. Of course, Junko and Hakin are there. And of course, this is where, well, Bandits is still, well, they're still trying to attack what's it called, Tatsumi and Inari. Inari did try to, well, be mean to them, but Zabuza still scared the shit out of him. Well, not still, scared the shit out of him with his shark teeth. But yeah, this is where, well, yeah, Inari did shut up after that. But yeah, he was scared the fuck out of what's it called, Zabuza. The bandits did try to attack, but Naruto woke up and did kill them in an instant. His eyes being different. Naruto's eyes were a blue color, but now they're a green color. A greenish purplish color for some reason. Of course, well, not greenish purplish or a purple color, just like Joker a little bit. It was kind of glowing, but yeah. Of course, where, well, Naruto, he says, well, time to get ready, Junko and Hakin. This is where, well, Hakin says, you remember my name? Naruto says, well, yes. Well, yes. Yeah. Because, yeah. This is where Junko says, okay, let's go back to the bridge. This is where Naruto says, take care, and take care of your mother. This is where Naruto, he gets to the bridge. Of course, they're fighting against Gato, and they're easily destroying Gato. Naruto, he threw his cards at Gato and easily killed him. Just 2 cards to the head and done. Well, not 2 hearts. Not 2 cards. Not 2 hearts. 2 cards to the head. Right? 1 in the neck and 1 in the forehead. Killing him in an instant. So yeah. Of course, Zabuza is shocked to see Naruto's able to do that. But yeah. As well, Junko says, you don't need to show off, Naruto. Naruto says, but I want to. You think that's bad or something? That's where, well, Junko says, yes, of course, idiot. Naruto says, fine. So, of course, they're going back to the village. Of course, Zabuza and, his son and daughter are actually coming along. But, yeah. So, of course, this is where, well, they get back to the Leaf Village. Gojo does explain to Horusen what happened, and Horusen does look at Kakashi glaring at him because he almost killed Naruto. Now, of course, Naruto's regeneration is fast enough to kind of regenerate his body, but yeah. Now, of course, this is where, well, they are all kind of going back home, but yeah. Of course, this is where, well, Gojo and the others, they're kind of, well, waiting at the training ground. And of course, Gojo doesn't see Junko. Of course, this is where Gojo says, well, since we don't see Junko, and I wanted to explain to all of you about a special thing, we're going to Junko's house. This is where I saw, yeah, he's asleep right now. Naruto is right now planning pranks, because he will go insane if he doesn't prank enough people. But right now, he did prank a couple people before coming here. So, yeah. Of course, he is fine. He's not insane right now. But, yeah. Now, of course, is where, well, we go into Naruto. And, well, the others kind of get into Junko's house. This is where Junko is kind of, well, like, angry and depressed a little bit. Because she's outside her, compound. And, of course, is where, well, Naruto says, hey, Junko, what are you doing? This is where Junko freaks out and says, Naruto, why are you here? Naruto says, so Gojo, Aizawa, and me are here to kind of see what's up with you. So yeah. This is where Junko wasn't outside her compound. She was outside, kind of like inside still, but like in the garden and all that. And that's why Naruto appeared. This is where, well, Junko says, oh, that's interesting. Wait, Gojo, Aizawa? Wait, you managed to get Aizawa in here? Naruto says, somewhat. But yeah, I want to know what you're doing. This is where, well, Junko says, oh, it's a stupid marriage that my family wants to put me in. Naruto says, woohoo. He kind of gets serious a little bit. Junko kind of notices tone and says, huh? This is where Naruto says, oh, woohoo. He had to kind of act off. That's where, Kurama in his mindscape says, "Oh, jealous, aren't you, Naruto?" Naruto says, "Shut up." This is where, well, Kurama says, "Oh, so jealous, aren't you?" This is where, well, Junko says, "Well, the clan that I'm not trying to get away mostly, um, and my parents are trying to marry me off to is, well, a clan called the, Stoffer clan." This is where, well, Naruto says, "Very interesting. What the hell they do?" They mostly are stealthy and also kind of psychotic half the time. The boy that I have to get married to, forced marriage to, is, well, someone named, she says the boy that I'm getting married to was named Akumi, Stealth. And he's the stalker dude that's always been stalking me ever since we were in, what's it called? The academy. Naruto says, "Oh, I see." This is where, well, Junko's mother comes outside and says, "Junko." This is where she sees Naruto and says, "Who are you?" This is where she kind of screams out for what's it called? Junko's mother kind of screams out for what's it called? The guards and even her Junko's father and what's it called? Her brother and somewhat her sister. Mostly her sister doesn't live with them, but yeah, her older sister. This is where, well, they show up and they see Naruto. Naruto looks at them and, of course, doesn't even pay attention to them. Junko says, "Naruto, you gotta leave." Naruto says, "No." This is where Akemi kind of says, "Oh, hey, Junko." This is where he's there also. This is where Junko says, "Ugh, I hate him." This is where Junko's father says, "Who are you and why are you here with my daughter? Do you not know she is going to marry what's it called, Akemi?" Naruto says, "Shut up." This is where Naruto says, "Force marrying your daughter just so you can get more of a popular vote with other clans? Such a despiteful clan you are." This is where Junko's father gets angry and rushes at Naruto, but before trying to punch him, Gojo appears and says, "Yo, you know, that's very rude. You realize your daughter is a ninja. She can do whatever she wants." This is where Junko's father says, "Why you?" Tries to fight against Gojo, but Gojo had limitless on. So yeah. Of course, Aizawa has to deal with the guards and erasing them and knocking them out. And of course, well, fighting against what's called Junko's brother. Now, Junko's brother can use what's called rage. Well, what's it called? Anger. His own anger to power up his power, but yeah. This is where, well, Junko's mother kind of rushes at Naruto to intend to kind of knock him out and kill him or something. And of course, Junko kind of fights against her mother. Now, her mother is what's it called? Her mother's ability is lust. But yeah, to kind of get stronger over lust and all that. Over anyone else, yeah. Of course, this is where, well, I'll mention what Junko's older sister's ability is. But Junko's father, his ability is what's it called? Prideful. He's a very prideful man, but can also be kind of a short-tempered person. So yeah. So of course he's fighting against Gojo. Gojo's easily knocking away what's called this man's pride and easily making his pride go down. Gojo's that much of a fucking tease and easily can take out people. This is where, well, Junko's fighting against her mother, but this is where Naruto looks at Bleh. So Akemi was looking at what's called Naruto, and he's smiling, kind of looking at Junko a little bit, and this is where Naruto says, "You're fighting me." This is where, well, Akemi says, "Oh, am I really gonna fight you?" Guess what? You're not worth my time. How about this? You and your what's it called, sensei and your friend leave Junko with me. She will be such a great person for me. And before he can even finish his line, Naruto appear right in front of him, punching him in the face, knocking him into, well, the compound, well, into the room of the place. I said that twice. The wall mostly. This is where Akemi says, "You don't understand who I am." This is where he turns invisible. This is where Naruto widens his eyes. Naruto's looking around, trying to sense him. That's where Akemi says, "Die." He tries to stab at Naruto with a kind of knife. Naruto pulls out his own knife. Kind of his own knife. He pulls out a card and blocks it. This is where Naruto says, "You really are some despiteful person you are." Naruto, he throws his card at what's it called, Akemi. Akemi managed to dodge and says, "You realize you can't hit me if I'm invisible." That's where Naruto, he's right now fighting against this man, trying to use his string, but his kind of string ability, but yeah. Now, of course, Naruto is not, he doesn't have, like, Doflamingo's Hakis, okay? Because he only has a string. But yeah. Naruto, he well, smoking a cigar at the same time. And he says, "Well, it doesn't matter. I will have to kill you." He kind of looks at what's called Akemi. Akemi says, Junko will be mine, and no one will be able to stop me. Junko is right now fighting against her mother, and of course, this is where Junko is kind of losing because despair, she can't get anything from her mother. Of course, this is where Junko says, this is where she kind of tries to get up. This is where her mother says, "You're the reason why." This is where her mother says, not the reason why. She says, "So, are you finally gonna submit and get into the freaking marriage, Junko? Listen up. It's all just that's needed. Besides, your clan, the clan head status will go to him. That boy, he's powerful enough. His clan is so powerful. Do you not know how, the children will act if they have your ability and his ability?" Junko says, "I want to go out with anyone. I don't want to marry anyone." She gets angry at her mother. This is where Junko says, "This is why my sister left. Because of you bastards, you always try to force and marry her into stuff." This is where her mother punches her in the face and says, "Shut up, you don't know anything." This is where Junko says, "I do." This is where, Aizawa already knocked out Junko's brother, and Junko, he uses rage, but of course Aizawa has no rage that much, and of course just erased his ability and knocked him out. Yeah, Gojo did the same, but of course it's where, Naruto's kind of losing against, this person, and of course this person stabbed him multiple times. This is where Junko, she says, "You don't know anything about her." We go back into Junko. "You don't know anything about her. You got her." This is where Junko cries because her older sister left them because of, the abuse in what's called the clan. This is where she says, I will become just like her. My older sister, I don't care about this damn clan." Punches Junko punches her own mother in the face so hard, knocking her into the tree and just knocking her out. This is where Junko is kind of tired. Yeah, this is where Gojo says, "Good job, Junko." This is where Aizawa says, "Yeah, good job." This is where they're kind of looking for Naruto until they just, hear this explosion. This kind of explosion. Akemi kind of just got flung back, but yeah, he managed to stab Naruto multiple times, even in the heart. He managed to stab Naruto before an explosion happened. This is where, Akemi was kind of laughing, saying, "She will be mine, and no one will stop me. No one, not even you, you pathetic weakling." Naruto, he was losing consciousness, and of course, Kurama says, "Naruto, Naruto." This is where Naruto was in water. But of course, he meets someone. This is where this person says, "You're just gonna give up and die? I thought you were my descendant. Come on, fight, kill him, murder him." This is where Naruto opened his eyes. And this is where a greenish and purplish light appears Naruto all around his body. This is where, Naruto says, "I won't let you touch her, even if I have to go insane." Naruto gets up. This is where Akemi kind of just says, "What the? I stabbed you in the heart. You should have been dead." Naruto's heart regens so fast. Everything around it regens so fast. Naruto's eyes were purple and green. So, of course, Naruto says, even if I have to protect her, I won't let you touch her. She's my friend, and I won't let you touch her. If that means I have to go insane at the same time. Naruto pulls a mask out of nowhere, a Joker mask. Mostly like Q's mask. Like this mask right here. The Q. That Mr. Q kind of has, but yeah. He also pulls out a scythe that isn't this scythe right here. He pulls out a kind of red scythe, but this red scythe was actually green and purple at the same time. And this is where Naruto says, if I have to go insane just for her protection, I will. Naruto puts on the mask, and this is where Naruto's, what's it called, Joker mask, the stars, what's it called, that was on the mask, kind of turned, what's it called, a different color instead of being gold. Kind of turned into green and purple. This is where Naruto starts laughing like a maniac. This is where Naruto is going insane. Of course, an explosion of power happens. So, of course, this is where Akihimo kind of says, what the? Huh? What the hell are you? This is where Junko and Gojo and Kakashi, well, not Gojo and Kakashi, no, Gojo, Junko, and even Aizawa get there. And of course, they see the explosion of power. And Naruto says, you're so dead. He says, it's, what's it called? This is where Naruto says, I'm a midnight. I'm a smoker. I'm a joker. Everything around, what's it called, everything around Akemi changed. Like if what's it called reality was what's it called bending around Naruto. Well, he was laughing. It's our Naruto multiple cards that he had 52 cards appeared being fire. But of course, this is where Naruto pulls out his scythe, and of course, his scythe with the greenish purple and all that. But of course, the what's called fire that was kind of yellowish orange turns into green and purple. And of course, Naruto's like, so he's holding his scythe with one hand, while the other hand has strings, and also has the strings having poison. So Naruto's like, let's have a game. This is where Akemi kind of says, I want. You think your power just might have increased and might be able to bend some genjutsu or whatever? This genjutsu isn't enough for me. Release! The reality around him doesn't change anything. He widened his eyes. This is where Naruto says, let's have a fun time. Naruto beat his ass almost to the fucking breaking death point. Naruto keeps cutting him, bringing him back to life, poisoning him, burning him, killing him with cards. He was basically torturing Akemi so bad that Akemi was actually becoming into a vegetable. But yeah, this is where Naruto like this is where Naruto was about to end what's called Akemi's fucking life until Junko says, Naruto, no! She cries out. This is where Naruto almost stabbed him in the neck with a scythe. This is where Naruto he heard Junko's voice, but of course he was getting closer until Junko kind of went behind him and hugged him and said, stop, Naruto. This is where, well, Kurama's trying to, what's it called? He was actually trying to get into Naruto's contact because he can see Naruto's going insane. So Naruto says, Junko? This is where the scythe disappears. The cards turn back into normal orange red, and of course the poison and Akemi, I'm gonna call him Akemi. Akemi like disappeared. This is where his strings went back the same, and the mask that was on Naruto's face just cracks into a million pieces. This is where Naruto, his eyes, they stay into a permanently green and purple. And of course, this is where Naruto passes out. Junko was like, got him, well, managed to get him up. And of course, it's where Naruto's knocked out. But yeah, of course, this is where, well, they bring him back towards, well, the hospital. And this is where Horusen, he, well, what's it called? Well, decides to put Naruto to kind of have the honors to take care of Junko, since Naruto is as strong as what Gojo explains. So yeah, at the same time. So yeah. So instead of being the forced marriage to be Junko being married, what's it called, to uh Akemi, they instead Horusen decided to change it to kind of say that Naruto be the marriage instead. This is where, well, Junko's parents and, well, her clan and the other clan won't be able to get into the what's called marriage but bullshit system. Junko sighed, but of course she was flustered and all that because she will have to marry Naruto in the near future. But yeah, of course, well, as always say, everything went out good. Okay, this is where Gojo says, before we all leave, I want to enroll you into the Chuningism since you guys are very strong. Yeah. So yeah, how about it? That's where Naruto says sure. Well, when Naruto woke up, of course Naruto was flustered to hear that he would marry what's called Junko in the near future, and Kurama was happy to know that Naruto went back to normal. But yeah, Naruto can't use his power for a second. Well, his what's called Joker abilities unless he wants to go back into insanity. Of course, Aizawa says sure, and what's it called? Junko says yeah. So, of course, this is where I'm actually going to leave it off for What If Naruto, well, was from a Joker clan. Part 4. So, yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potatoes eat, potato, and potato. Bye-bye. Whenever part 5 will come out, but yeah, bye-bye.